Good children, I once again welcome you to this second lesson, that is lesson 10. I welcome you back. Today we are going to look at what we call more about subtraction of fractions. Remember, we are still looking at fractions. Today we are going to look at more about subtraction of fractions. Let us look at our examples. Example 1, it is saying solve. Here it's all about solving. How are we going to solve this one? We are going to solve it. It is saying solve 3 out of 4 minus a number is equal to 2 out of 4. When you get 3 out of 4 minus a number you don't know, you will get 3, you will get the other 2 out of 4. Which number is in the box here? That's what we are going to find, and that's what we are going to look for. 3 out of 4. We said area, we looked at 3 out of 4. Can we shade 3 parts out of 4? If you come across such a number and it is saying 3 out of 4, remember it means 3 parts. So if they are 4 parts, see? If they are 4 parts, and those 4 parts, remember they are 4 parts. We have 3 parts shaded. This is 1 shaded. We shade it. Another one shaded. Another one shaded. How many? So it means that we have this fraction. Also, we have this fraction 3 out of 4. 3 parts out of 4 parts. This is the fraction. Minus a number. There is a number that we are going to subtract, such that these 3 parts out of 4, we should make sure that we remain with only 2 shaded parts out of 4. Are you getting me properly? They are now 3 parts shaded out of 4 parts. We have to make sure that we remain with the 2 shaded parts out of the 4. How are you going to remain with that one? You are going to cancel the shaded parts such that you remain with only 2 shaded parts. If I cancel this one out, how many parts am I going to remain with? I am going to remain with 1, 2 parts. I'm going to remain with the 2 shaded parts out of the 4. So it means how many parts have I crossed? I have crossed only 1 part. So this part that I have crossed only 1 part out of 4. So this part that you have crossed is the one which is going to fill our blank space here. So after crossing it, you say I have crossed 1 part out of the 4 parts. This part is the one that you've crossed. So you say it is 1 out of 4. Are you getting? So I can give you also another method. If at all this one wasn't there, how will you get the answer without using this method? If you want to get the answer, you can get this fraction minus this fraction. Again, you get the fraction in between. You say 3. You say which direct 3 out of 4 minus 2 out of 4. You subtract direct, so you get a number in between. So you get 3 out of 4 minus 2 out of 4. What do you get? Remember, put your line. What is our common denominator? Our common denominator is 4. You subtract the numerators in their order. 3 minus 2. What do you get as the answer? 3 minus 2, what do you get? 1, 2, 3. Minus 1, 2. What do you remain with? Remain with only 1. So you will say, I'm remaining with 1 out of 4. Again, you will put this 1 out of 4 in the box. It is the one that is supposed to fill this. So that's how we do it, and that's how we get the number in between. Let us look at another example. Another example is saying, of course, the question is solve 7 out of 10 minus a box or minus a number I don't know is equal to 5 out of 10. Let us use our dial method. Let us first use our dial method, then we shall come to our practical method. Our dial method is saying how many boxes are you going to draw, or how many parts? They are 10 parts. You first draw 10 parts. We are first going to use our dial method. 10 parts. Make sure they are 10 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. 9, 10. These are 10 parts. Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They are 10 parts. This fraction is saying that they are 7 shaded parts out of 10. Let us shade 7 out of 10. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shade properly. 6, 7. Now they are 7 parts. We now have this fraction. We have this fraction, 7 parts out of 10. These are the 7 parts that we've shaded. How many are you going to cancel out in order to remain with only 5 shaded parts out of 10? Are you getting me properly? How many among these shaded parts are we going to deduct in order to make sure that we remain with only 5 shaded parts out of 10? How many parts by that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are 7 shaded parts. We want to make sure that we remain with only 5 out of the 10. When I cancel out this one, we shall remain with how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We shall remain with 6. When I cancel out this one, how many? I'll remain with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hope we are now remaining with 5. Since we are now remaining with 5, it means that our fraction that should go in between here is the fraction that we have cancelled out. Those parts that we cancelled out. So it means that our answer will be 2 out of 10. Because 10 are the total parts. This becomes our answer. This is a direct method of calculating this number, but we can also use the other method. I told you that if you want to get also a number in between here, you can subtract the 5 out of 10 from 7 out of 10. Just subtract, you get 7 out of 10 minus 5 out of 10. What do you get? You just subtract this one from this one. What do you get? You get, remember, you get your common denominator, that is 10. You say it is 7 minus 5. What do you get 7 minus 5? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Subtract 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you mean with 1, 2? So here, the answer is 2 out of 10. So it means that if you use this method, the answer is right, and our Dale method already told you to calculate that number. So after getting the answer here, you make sure that you go to the question back and fill in that my answer is 2 out of 10. That is your answer, and that's how we calculate it. Thank you very much. Let us look at our example 3, and that is our last example. Let us take it as a trial number. We have to make sure that we try this one together. It is saying 11 out of 12 minus a number, you will get 7 out of 12. Which method should we start with? Let us start with our Dale method. Our Dale method of calculating it by first getting 12 parts. 12 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Make sure you draw those parts properly and make sure that they are equal. Here, they are 12. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They are 12 parts. Make sure that you shade 11 out of 12 because that's what the fraction is telling us. Shade 11 out of 12. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now they are 11. It means that now we have this fraction. 11 parts. We have shaded 11 parts out of 12. How many parts will you cancel out in order to remain with the 7 out of 12? Remember, they are 11 parts shaded. How many parts will you remove or will you cancel in order to remain with only 7 out of 12? When I cancel this first one, how many will I remain with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want 7. I also cancel this one. How many will I remain with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want my 7. When I cancel this, how many will I remain with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are still 8. I want 7. I cancel this one also. How many will I remain with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many parts have I cancelled out? 1, 2, 3, 4. They are 4 parts. So your answer will be 4 parts. 4 cancelled parts out of the 12. That's how you get your answer. This answer is the one that is going to be here. This is the dial method, practical method of it. But you can also use another method of calculation, solving. I told you, if you get such a number, you will subtract directly. 11 out of 12 minus 7 out of 12. You get 11 out of 12 minus 7 out of 12. What do you get? You get, as you draw a line, put a common denominator down, that is 12. Subtract the numerators, 11 minus 7. What do you get when you get 11 minus 7? Let us first count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus 7. Subtract 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many do you remain with? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I remain with only 4. So you will say the answer is 4 out of 12. So east and west you will reach on the same answer. This 4 is the one that you should put in your table. For my answer is 4 out of 12. So that is our answer. So thank you very much for paying attention, my good children of primary 3. Thank you very much for paying attention. Thank you very much for enumerating these concepts properly. Hope you are writing properly as I am also writing. Make sure that you write that activity that has been sent to you. Please do it and you will send it back for marking. Let us meet together again. Thank you very much.